Hello, my friends. It is time for another Never Morphed, and I am scheduling the last episode of this book the same time I am posting this one. So you're going to have it pretty soon. And I'm recording the next one pretty soon. I should give you a health update. Oh my god. So we figured out my mystery illness. We figured it out. And now I'm in treatment. And the treatment is like not even bad. And I could just be fine in 6 months. So that's good. I'm scared that something else is gonna happen. Maybe now I get hit by a truck or something. But for now, that's good. I should also update you on me as a creator. Maybe you are interested in my things as a creator. First off, right now on the Dracula Patreon feed, I was one of the writers of a modern adaptation of Carmilla called Love Laura with Tal Minear and co-written by Jamie Ridenauer, who wrote like 3/4 of the scripts and is like a preeminent Carmilla scholar. For real. Do you not know what Carmilla is? It predates Dracula and it's lesbians. So I think that you should go listen to it. I play Carmilla. I play an evil lesbian vampire. And I think that that's fun, and I think that you should listen to it, and I think that you should support Read Dracula on Patreon to do so, where there's also going to be an all-trans Re-Frankenstein, and also there's Read Dracula, which is so fucking good. That's very cool. We're currently planning the Audio Fiction Convention 2027. 2026 was so good. And we are coming up on some exciting venue talks. There's going to be new news soon. So if you want to go to a convention for audio fiction and audio drama and see me and say, hey, that's you, you can do that. And there will be more details soon, and I'll tell you about it. Also, I guess I should remind you, did you know that I made a whole audio drama? It's like completed and it's out there and it's on Hug House. It's called Valence. And I think that if you listen, you're going to be like, yeah, that makes sense. Will's processing some things here, and that's good. And I think that you should listen to it. And Never Morphed will keep on rolling. We'll keep on going. Thank you for your patience as always. You know how the fuck it is. You know how the fuck it is. You know how the fuck it is. Okay, let's go! So, chapter 20. They are going to demorph and look around, see what they can find. Marco at this point is like, good. Actually, I hate being a shark.
Marco has come 360 on
Yes.
sharks. We're done here.
We're done.
Never
I'm
again.
good. He says, I didn't want to be one anymore, let alone a sort of super self-aware thinking shark. He's like, this one got smarter. It can think now. That's the opposite of what I wanted.
This software patch ruined the program for my use case.
Exactly. So they're looking around. There's like this big kind of empty facility, and like there's like not really a lot going on. They doesn't seem like there's a lot of activity, so they're thinking like, okay, well maybe they're back in these offices that we could see through the portholes. And they are morphing to flies so that they can fly around, see what's up. We get the little fly morph description as we do. And then as he's shrinking down, he starts screaming because it feels like his head is like gonna explode. And it doesn't actually just feel like his head is gonna explode. It is gonna explode.
Mm-hmm.
His head's gonna explode. Which is crazy. They're screaming. He is also seeing Rachel morph and that's also scary. And he is yelling at everybody like, "Stop morphing! Stop now! Stop now! Stop now!" Axe is also feeling pain. Um, and Marco realizes they put something in our brains. They put something physical. This wasn't just like a chemical or anything. They put something physical inside of our brains. So when we shrink down, our heads are not big enough to contain whatever the fuck is in our heads.
And it's deep enough inside of them that the morphing technology is not recognizing this as like something to be healed, expelled
Yeah,
into Z space. However, like it's there
it's
and it's not
in
going
there.
anywhere.
Yeah, which is so fucking terrifying. Like a new kind of
Yeah.
scary and awful body horror than usual. And it is a like control device, which sure, you know, yeah.
You
And
gotta have a way to tell your sharks how to do things for you.
exactly. So now they're like, okay, well, we have a new goal. It's how the fuck do we get this out of our heads? Um, and Rachel is like, we do it through violence. I love her.
Please? It could be violence time now?
Please, it's my turn. Ready? Let's go.
I've been a very good girl.
And Jake is like, okay, let's maybe not do like entirely violence immediately. Um, but uh we could split up into teams and some of us could go and figure out what the fuck is going on, and then half of us could distraction. And Rachel is like, oh, I love distraction. Yes, let's do this. Chapter 21, they're like, what? So what the fuck? What do we do? Because we can't morph anything too small to be seen because we'll explode. Um, Wolf? No. Birds? No. This is not a place for birds. Um, but they think like, well, we could be birds and just be up. Like people probably won't just like look
Hmm.
up. So we'll just be up there. So they do. They morph to birds. They're up on like the roof beam rafter things. Marco describes this as being inside of a Toys R Us.
We gotta get a little reference in there.
Love it.
And at this point, we've divided up into team one distraction, Jake and his angels.
Yes.
And team two is Marco, Axe, and Tobias, Three Stooge Black Ops.
Yes, exactly. This is such a good team. My three boys.
It's a
Uh,
fun squad,
it
and
is.
they're
It
just
is.
always like making like little jokes at each other, and like Axe is along to not understand things for comedic effect, and it is a good time.
It's very Marx Brothers. It's very Marx Brothers. Um, with I guess like two Grouchos and a Harpo.
Yeah.
So they're looking at these buildings and being like, what the fuck do we do? Um, and they're in these buildings that are like kind of like white like warehouses, but they're like he talks about them being like temporary classrooms. In my school, we called these portables. Um,
Mm,
so these, like a big, it's like almost like a big like shipping container that they turn into a classroom or whatever. Um, so they wind up going into one on the right because Marco knows that it is connected to the one that has the big porthole that has the empty office that he knows is his mom's office. Um,
hmm.
so they're gonna get into that one. They don't
He
know how they're gonna get
also
in.
he also plays it off as a strategic
Yes.
decision that also makes sense, and I love this because again, like Marco has been. We've seen some glimpses of this earlier in the book and in other Marco appearances in the series, but he's really rising to his role as one of the main strategists of the team because again he
Yes.
pays attention to a lot of the details, a lot of times out of a concern for his and others' mortality, but he's looking for, you know, like kind of coldly, what makes sense,
Yes.
what is the right route to take here, and he has all of these ulterior motives that he's not disclosing yet, but you know, the actual tactician part of his brain is engaging.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And him, like, this is very interesting too, because it's him again, like, playing into a role. It's not the
Yeah.
jokester role,
Mm-hmm.
but it is still a role he knows is expected of him and that he can use for, again, like, plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Um,
Axe also, I'm sorry, this is a little
yes.
thing, but Axe
Oh,
also has kind of
please.
a weird line here, where Marco is like, "Don't you Andalites believe in luck?" And he says, "No." Adelaide, that's not true. like,
Yeah.
like Axe specifically has said that Elfangor, like, again, in at the end of number 11, he tells Jake that Elfangor used to tell him that sometimes being a good leader is just getting lucky.
Yeah, that's
So
so
like
true.
Andalites absolutely have a concept. This is just, I think, kind of like a throwaway, intended to be a throwaway line of
Yeah.
like X is a weird alien. I again, I'm going for my Animorphs no prize. This might be like another little thing of like Andalite cultural propaganda
Yeah.
where it's like, no, luck isn't a thing and you shouldn't rely on it.
Yes.
Elfangor very much knows that luck is a thing and will be telling his baby brother about it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Elfangor. Oh, Elfangor. The things I know about you now. Whew. Um, I do also, I think that there's like something here where they wanted kind of like a little like cool guy exchange.
Yeah,
So it's,
yeah.
don't you Andalites believe in luck? No,
No.
me neither. How about hope? We believe in hope.
Yeah.
Which like is
yeah.
good,
K.
but
Applegate like set down the pen and was like, oh,
yeah.
that's that good
Yeah.
shit.
hmm This is a war novel. Never forget. So they're debating about what to do, and then there's a roar of a tiger, so they know that the distraction is on. There is a taxon who is coming out of the doorway, and they're like, ah, shit, okay, let's go. So they fly in after the taxon, but they're going way too fast. And so they are trying to, again, in bird morph, not get smashed.
A great, again, literature,
Yes.
fantastic setup payoff between this scene and the earlier scene with Marco dragging Jake through the roller coaster beams, doing really dangerous flying, demonstrates that Marco like likes this part, but it is like a dangerous thing that they do for other reasons, and now we get this like mirroring that experience, and
Yes.
calling back to where he was earlier.
I also have to imagine that if this were a Tobias book, we'd be getting a little bit of a like Brittany Broski kombucha reaction gif here of like, huh? No, not right now. Well,
No.
no, not right now. Not right now.
Tobias being catty about other people being able to fly worse than he can is like, I
So good.
love how proud Tobias is of being a cool bird.
Yes, it's and every time he's like, you people have stupid fucking shit ass
Yeah.
eyes. It's so good. It's so
Yes.
good.
Oh boy. Yeah. Hey. He morphs human and has that "you people"
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
That's an interesting choice of words there, Tobias.
Yeah, very fascinating. We're not going to unpack that though. We'll wait until it's your next book, maybe.
Yep. Marco like explicitly shushes Tobias as
Yes.
he's having this thing. Like, no, Marco, give us more. Do you know how many more books we have to wait for Tobias to be here again?
Uh, so they survive, which is great.
We love it.
We love it. They can hear crazy mayhem outside. Tobias asks if they think that Rachel morphed elephant or bear, and Marco says she'd do them both at the same time if she could figure out how, which is so good and so true.
So
Um,
true.
yes. And Marco is explaining the Three Stooges
Yeah.
to Axe, in a
What is a
very Marco
stooge?
way. Yeah. A stooge is a guy stupid enough to run around inside a Yerk stronghold wearing a pair of bike shorts and accompanied by a deer man from outer space and a mouse-eating bird boy. That's a stooge. That's fair. That's fair.
Pretty succinct, a unique but accurate picture of what a stooge is.
So they approach this door of this office, and before they even open the door, a voice says, "Come in." And they pause, and she says again, "I said come in. Never make me give an order twice. You won't live to hear me give it a third time." So they walk in, and of course it's Visser 1, and Marco is looking right at his mother, which is where chapter 21 ends. Great little cliffhanger there.
Ugh.
Chapter 22. Um, I am just going to read the start of chapter 22 because ow, it's so good and ow. Chapter 22. She looked the same, but she also looked different. Same dark eyes, same mouth, same movie star hair. But there was a different soul looking out through those eyes. They were hard eyes, mean eyes, ruthless, pitiless eyes, like the eyes of a shark. No more gentle or sweet than the cold, eerie eyes of a hammerhead shark. I was glad. You see, I had wondered whether she had been a controller for long before she had faked her own death. I had wondered whether it was a Yerk kissing me goodnight and teasing me about my vanity and laughing at my dumb jokes. But now I felt like I knew. It couldn't have been, see, because she did look different. I could see the evil inside her. I would have seen it back then, right? Oh, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And he immediately is questioning himself. He
Yeah.
is immediately like fucking gaslighting himself, being like,
Yep.
you don't even know. You don't even know. She could have just been a good actor. You don't even know.
You literally have no way to prove this to yourself, Marco. Why are you making yourself feel worse as he's in the process of making himself feel worse?
Yes. Ah! It's
I
so
think
good. So good.
when you were talking about the android, you and Lee, I think, mentioned that he has an idea that the infestation happened maybe a year and a half ago to
Yes.
coincide with that idyllic patch
Yes.
that his parents had. He's still uncertain here. I think my reading of it is that he's kind of a glass is half empty kid.
Yeah.
All that Marco knows for sure is that the infestation probably happened at least a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Before then, for all he knows, the Yerk in his mom's head could have been simulating little fights, like that would have been more realistic based on their relationship.
Yeah.
Anything is really possible until you get real clear, definitive evidence that he doesn't have a timetable. So he's really searching for any evidence.
Anything, any shred.
Yeah.
Ugh. And of course he's just doubting everything because yeah, they're really he it's something that you cannot know until or unless you know.
Yep.
Oh, it's excruciating. It's excruciating. Um, so the book kind of leads you to think that she is expecting them specifically, but it becomes clear that she is expecting just some technicians. And it's Marco here, and so she's like, "Where's the others?" And he's like, "Huh?" And she's like, "Where are the other technicians?" And Marco Marco, his immediate excuse is, oh, they had a problem. I think Visser 3 killed them for doing something wrong. And he's like, oh, god damn, that was such a stupid lie. And immediately she's like, oh my god, of course that fucking idiot did.
Yeah, it's not a bad lie.
It's
It's a
not.
perfect
It's
lie.
perfect. She just immediately is like, yeah, no, that tracks.
And I mean, Visser 1 was going to kill them for taking too long to come in
Yes.
out of the hallway.
Yes. Yes. Um, but then, oh my God. So it's like this chapter is just like twists and turns back and forth. It's so stressful. So she's like, listen, these Andalite bandits are giving me trouble. Visser 3 still hasn't fucking dealt with them. And Marco, like, he's just nodding. He's silent. He is like basically frozen right now.
The audacity of Visser 1 to be like, oh, it's so sad that Visser 3 hasn't killed the Andalite bandits before. Man, he can't do anything right, can he?
Yeah,
Did you
she's
hear
like
about that
super
time that he
chill.
had them like right in his clutches and he let them escape?
I love her. I love her so much. And then with Marco's like kind of non reactions, like him just again being like kind of frozen and just nodding, and she's like, "Oh, I see. Yeah, your host body is giving you some trouble. Your host body is my host body's biological son, so it's probably freaking the fuck out." Um, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what's going on. That's it." And she's like, "Yeah, you really got to get that under control. My host body, oh God," she says, my own host is in here creating an awful racket, but I do not let her weeping and wailing disturb me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That, like, he knows that she's
Yeah,
in there and she knows what's happening. She is seeing her own son
yeah.
through the eyes of Visser 1. Like,
And there's only one reason why Marco would be here.
yes, because he must be a controller too.
Yep, yep.
Ah, and he knows all of this. It's so good.
The performativity here is extra painful
Yes,
because we've seen Marco have to have such a tight rein on his emotions the whole book, and he's just fingernails digging
yes.
in, trying to make it through.
And like this is the one time that he actually genuinely needs to perform the way
Yeah,
he has been performing
yep,
this whole time. And it's
yeah.
the one time he can't. Like he can't all the way. He can't
Mm-hmm.
act nonchalant. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This book is so good. This book is so good. And he just responds like, yeah, no, I'll try to control my host better. And he is like surprised that she can't tell like
Yeah.
how, because he's just feeling like hatred, absolute fucking hatred. He says, I feel it vibrating the very air around me. And he just has to deal. He just has to fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Um,
Boiling the ocean with anger is our
yes.
Marco.
Yes. Oh my God. They hear more calamity outside. Visser 1 is like not even phased, and she's like, okay, I guess I better go figure this the fuck out. And she says that she has to wrap up the shark project because she has to have 1,000 shark controllers ready for use on Lyra within 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not even here for anything about Earth. That's like not
Nope.
even, she is here for some other complete other shit. She's just here getting weapons for
This
another whole conquest.
And this is one of the first times I think we get like a really clear view into the grander scope of the Yeerk Andalite War
Yes.
as it's happening right now, where It was like, oh, the Yeerks are simultaneously doing an invasion of a completely different planet
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is somebody else's purview.
Somebody
And
higher up's purview.
yes, the Council of 13 is ultimately calling all of the shots here. Even Visser 1 is like working at their pleasure.
And Earth is not
And
their first priority.
right, it
They've
is
got more
a
important
priority.
shit.
It
Yeah.
is very obviously a lucrative proposition for them,
Mm-hmm.
but they have other designs.
Yeah.
And this is one of any number of possible things that could be going on. We have heard Yeerks talk about other races that they have enslaved prior to this.
Uh-huh.
Jake's Yeerk talks about various races that they're
Yes.
the masters of, but this is definitely the first time that we know that the Yeerks are actively trying to enslave another race simultaneously as they are trying to do it to the humans.
Yes. Like this conquest is spread out. This is not a focused attack, which also means like even if they save the Earth, there is shit unless they save the Earth by way of completely destroying the Yeerks or taking away their power completely, they will only be impacting a fraction of this greater war.
Yeah, they simply don't have the ability as they are at this point to like meaningfully impact a lot of things that they now know have been happening this entire time.
Yeah, the
Um,
scope is so much bigger than we thought.
and I think this also then confirms, I think, that the Lyrans are one of the races known to be resisting the Yeerks, apart from
Hmm.
the Andalites. Axe has some line about how there are like three races that are resisting across the galaxy, and the
Yeah,
Andalites are the only ones who stand a shot, or whatever.
yeah,
So there should, at least in theory, be one other race, at least, that is out there mounting some kind of resistance. We don't know if that
yeah,
includes humans, probably not, given the source, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. This again, like this is just such an elegant way of upping the stakes, not just for this book, but for like the series.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not done with any huge fanfare. It's just Visser 1 being like, anyway, so this and this. Like,
You know how it is, right?
you
We're all
know,
controllers here.
right. God. Meanwhile, Marco looking at her like, my mom, my mom, my mom.
He says, I looked into her eyes, wishing I could
Yes.
see some sign there of my mother, wishing I could tell her, don't worry, Mom, I'm not a controller. I'm fighting, Mom. I'm fighting them. And someday I'll save you. But that would have been fatal. And I'm not someone who does emotional, stupid things. Sometimes I wish I were.
Excruciating. This is excruciating.
Dagger heart.
Truly. Oh, the absolutely fucking emotionally brutal book.
Yep.
Brutal.
Yep.
Oh, so, and then she's like, anyway, go get to the lab or whatever. She's like, I bet Visser 3 is gonna show up soon. I have to deal with that fucking idiot. So, um, yeah, and so she leaves. He goes and looks, and he's like, he doesn't even know where Tobias and X are at this point. Um, he looks through the porthole. He sees a big ass snake. It's Visser 3 being some big ass fuck ass monster thing, as he does. It's his way. And he's like, he sees the big fuck ass snake, and he's like, oh, it's this idiot. Immediately, I know who this is.
It
He's
is
so flamboyant every time. Every morph he chooses is the most obnoxious thing he could choose.
his Hork Bajir are wearing weird red diving suits.
Yes. Oh my
Which
God.
I thought was a really fun little detail because, as we know, Visser 3 garbs his personal army in red,
Yes. Yes.
specifically.
Yes, I
because
love
he's extra.
because he's extra. I love that they have this like turf war going on. And I love that again, it's not really a turf war. It's Visser 1 doing her job and Visser 3 flailing about. It's so funny. It's so funny. So he is watching her walk away, swaggering. She's so hot.
Just like Will wants to do.
Truly, truly wish I could be seeing that right now. Um, and he ducks into a random room and almost gets super murdered by Axe, who is like in like leap mode. And he's like, "Hey, it's me. Could you not kill me? Could you not remove my head? I use it sometimes," he says. Um, and they've been like in this room trying to figure out what the fuck they should do. They are like, do we rescue Marco? Does he need rescuing? Do we go and fight outside and add to the distraction? But while he was in there, they wound up accessing the central computer. Okay, sure. But they have not discovered anything yet. They were just about to get to that. So that's nice and convenient. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Just works out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. They've earned this, you know?
This is really what Axe is here to provide in a lot of situations. Just like a guy who can get you exactly as far in the computer system as is narratively appropriate.
Yeah, he's just here for computer luck, which he does not believe in, but um so Marco is getting them caught up to speed, saying like Visser 3 is coming, he's got Hork-Bajir, he's in this fucking stupid giant ass snake thing. Um they look at him like he's being ridiculous about this giant snake morph, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me that this is what you're confused about?"
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
3. Shut up.
We saw him eat elfin gore the first thing.
Yeah. That was
just follow me
encounter.
For a second on this, guys.
Can you all just be chill about this right now? So Axe says that he doesn't think this is a rescue mission, and Marco is like, "No, I actually just think it's a shitty coincidence. I think he just happened to be on his way here." Tobias says, "Just our bad luck." Yeah. We're back to luck. Tobias says, "Just our bad luck," and Marco is like, "Maybe not. Maybe not." So yeah, this can work out for us. And so they get back to the computer. And Axe gets the information that they need. He says, "The Yeerks are invading Lyra. It isn't going well for them. Most of the Lyrans are resisting. Since the Lyrans are psychic, it's impossible for the Yeerks to deceive them. So the Yeerks have decided to forget about stealth and go straight to invasion by force." And then Marco puts it together. Oh, it's aquatic. They're amphibious. So this is why they're getting the sharks. It's because they need a Hork-Bajir that can be in the water. What's better than that than sharks? So Tobias is like, "Okay, cool. Can we go help our dying friends?"
Marco also has another little bit of internal narration here, where he's still thinking about his mom, and says, "I guess there are times when the only way to survive is to be as ruthless as the enemy, to destroy before you can be destroyed."
Yeah.
Maybe keep that line in mind as well.
Cool.
As you continue along in your life.
Yeah, I'm sure that's great. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure it's normal. I'm sure that won't hurt me. I'm sure it won't hurt me. So they say Axe finds out that there is a liquidation program for these chips. And by liquidation, he does mean like literally like liquefying, not like a liquidation sale.
They are not going to be half off.
No.
Rachel is not going to go to the mall and find these on the spinner racks.
God, she would be so thrilled if she went to the mall and there was some kind of horror device. She'd be stoked. It would be
Cassie,
her best
I found
day.
a gun.
The day that Rachel finds Bass Pro Shops, we are toast.
And I do like that. It is obviously very convenient, again, for our purposes, that these chips will just liquefy themselves upon the facility imploding.
Yes, yeah,
But it
that's
is also something about the Yerks that has remained true. When they escaped, again, when Visser 1 let them escape back in number 5, um, the escape pod that the Yerks had was programmed already to self-destruct as soon as they got to the surface. So the
that's
Yerks are
true.
very invested in keeping this particular invasion a quiet invasion for right now.
Which
And
totally makes
and
sense.
they will go, especially notably Visser 1
Yeah.
here, is like really abiding by this plan to not call too much attention to the invasion. So this is of a piece with other plans that we have seen. It is simply one of the most convenient
Yes.
expressions there thus far.
I love that it's like, well, we can liquefy these chips, but only if we also explode this whole
Right,
facility that they're
right.
using. All right. That's fine.
Bet.
Yeah. So, uh, so Marco asks if Axe can turn off the force fields and everything, and Axe does that thing where he's like, "Can I?
It's cute. You
Can
think that's a
I?"
problem.
Yes. And so he does it, and Tobias is like, "Oh, so you're gonna flood the place? We're gonna die." And Marco's like, "It's literally fine. It's literally fine. Axe, if you could just build in a 5 minute delay." And Axe is like, can I? Yes. Um, and so Tobias is like, okay, great. I guess we morph fishies or some shit before then. And Marco's like, yep, yep. And anybody who can't morph into a fish, I guess that's gonna suck for them.
Who might that include, Marco?
Yeah, 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 yep. Oh
Anyway,
God.
let's keep it moving, like
Let's keep it
sharks.
moving. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, so we're in the last like handful of chapters here. So, as I was reading, I was, peak stress.
You were upset.
I was upset. I was upset. Uh, this book, like they all get stressful. This book fucked with me. It was so good. So they leave. They're gonna go help with the fight. Marco gets into gorilla morph. Axe and Tobias are with him. Yes. So she is being super hot because she is just like kind of walking nonchalantly through the carnage and just kicking Hork Bajir and shit and telling them to get up and fight. She's
Yeah, I don't
perfect.
know how I didn't find her super hot when I was a kid. I think I was distracted by all of the trauma, but
Yeah,
she's
probably.
so hot.
She's so hot. This is the hottest a character has ever been, frankly. So they're like trying to get this whole plan together, get everybody up to speed, help the friends get morphed in time to get the fuck out of here. Um, Axe is like, oh, sweet, I can finally go fucking kill Visser 1. Um, and Marco's like, maybe don't. maybe,
Yep.
maybe
And hey,
don't.
there's the answer to Jake's question from the beginning. As soon as killing
Yeah.
Marco's mom is on the table, Marco's like, nope, what if
Nope.
we didn't do that?
Yep. And instead he says that he'll go take care of Visser 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Axe and Tobias are like, okay, and they fuck off. Um, and it's so clear that Marco does not have a plan.
He's just acting.
He's straight up just acting. And as he is approaching Visser 1, he is not calling her Visser 1. He says, my mother turned around. Kill it, you cowards, kill it. And getting one of the Hork-Bajir to attack Marco. And he is seeing this as his mother telling them to kill Marco.
Hmm.
My God. My God. And he gets cut and he's bleeding, and Visser One is like cheering. Uh, and he's kind of getting beat to shit here. But he is also a gorilla. Uh, so he's fine.
He
He
simply gets big mad about it.
yeah, he simply gets big mad and picks them up and just sort of like smashes them apart in a sort of like now kiss with
Yeah.
Barbies, but to death. He's just smashing them together, which is really fucking gruesome, actually. And then, oh, I guess they don't all the way die. He says they leave. Sure. And then he says, Visser One stood alone. Just me and Visser One, just me and my mother. And she says, hey, Andalite, seems like you're having a good time. But obviously you are not going to be able to escape. So if you just come with me peacefully, I will let you live. It's fine. And
Just join me.
Marco, yeah, just join
We
me.
could rule the galaxy together.
Yeah, just
Mother
like
and son.
mama and son. Like it was supposed to be. A royal lineage. And Marco can't talk because they need the Yerks to think that they're Andalites. And if they start talking, they might slip up and make it clear that they are not Andalites, they are humans. But
He will
also,
definitely slip up right here a lot,
yeah,
repeatedly.
yeah, he says, see, I knew if I started talking to my mom, I would never be able to stop myself. I'd spill it all out. I'd tell her everything because it's been so long since I have been able to talk to her. I've thought about it many times, many, many times, all the things I'd like to tell her about my life, my friends, what I did in school, how I made some teacher laugh. Ah, the like recounting of the little things.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God, this feeling of like when you have lived through grief and having
yeah,
those moments where
yes,
you think like, oh my God, this person would find that funny. And then you're like,
yep,
fuck, I can't tell them. Oh
yep,
God, it's excruciating.
yep.
And then to
And you
have
can
her
tell
there,
people, and you can tell people who knew them, but it's never going to be the same. And
yeah,
then, yeah, to your point, to have her right in front of him and not be able to say those things.
excruciating. Oh my God. Excuse
He
me.
just wants to tell his mom he made the teacher laugh.
Literally. Ah, my poor boy.
And then we get a new type of alien communication.
Yes, yes.
Underlined italics. We haven't seen those before.
It's very fancy. We've got two forms of formatting here. It's amazing. And this is um, the Lyran controller who's speaking psychically. It's Marco says it was like thought speak, only this was deeper, more profound. This voice seemed to use my own words in my own brain. Hate that. Super freaky. Um, and the Lyran says, "Don't be fooled, Visser One. This is no Andalite." And Marco's like, fuck,
Welp.
uh-oh. And he freezes. And the Lyran is like, that is a human boy. And she and
Visser
Visser One,
One is so fucking tired of having to explain to
yes,
all of you idiots what a gorilla is.
yes. He says, no, you idiot. It's a gorilla. They are related to humans, but not human. This is an Andalite in morph.
Oh my
Um,
god. One of the best running jokes.
yes,
It's so good. It's like,
it's
am I
so
the
good.
only person around who understands what a gorilla is?
Yes. And I love that she's just like so dedicated. And the Lyrian is like, no, that's actually not what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, but At this moment, Marco is like, oh, fuck. And he punches the shit out of the Lyran.
A little delayed reaction, but okay.
Yeah, he got there in exactly the right time.
Yes.
And then Visser 3 comes up, snake form, and Visser 1 is like, hey, stupid. Hey, idiot.
So this conversation is fucking hilarious.
It's so funny.
It's funny enough, the things that they're saying to each other, but this is a human woman having a conversation with a gigantic yellow sea serpent.
Yeah.
And they're just like chatting.
Yeah. And also she's owning his ass.
Like, right.
It's so good. Every time these two have a conversation, ooh, it is just my favorite. Just my favorite. I love these two talking to each other. It's so funny. So Visser 3 is like, you got by the Andalite bandits, bitch. And she's like, I would be doing better if you weren't fucking useless and wasting our resources. You are incompetent. You are a traitor. You are bad at your job.
And just picture this from Visser 3's perspective for a second.
Yeah.
You're Visser 3. You have on your schedule for today a meeting with Visser 1 in the underwater facility where they're making the shark controllers. This is just what is like on the itinerary.
Yep.
You don't really want to go. You kind of hate that lady.
Yeah.
But, you have a meeting. He gets there. Everything's fucked. The Andalite bandits are already there making everything awful. And he just sort of pulls up out of the water and is like, oh, I guess the failure's on the other foot now, isn't it, my good bitch? This is fantastic. It couldn't have happened to a nicer woman.
Cut back to Marco, who's watching this like it's the end scene of Challengers, looking back and forth like, okay. And then one of the best Marco lines so far, he is talking about like all they care about is like talking shit. And he says, politics. I guess it's the same everywhere. Thank God for this scene. I needed this.
Absolutely fantastic. Like, imagine Lauren Boebert and Mitch McConnell just like having a screaming match. Yes.
Oh my God. See, that's also my favorite thing about thinking about Visser 3 is like in my head when he's in Human Morph, he is still Colin Robinson. Like, and it really is the funniest mental image to me that is like just the most normal looking dude. So everything about this, I love these two. I love these two. We are unfortunately cut off by a loud alarm of the speakers being like, hey, I forgot how fucking funny this is.
This is great.
Okay. It goes, burrito, warning, containment seals will shut down in 3 minutes. Extreme hazard. Countdown beginning. Countdown will be in intervals of 10 seconds. Thank you and have a nice day.
So I didn't, this is very funny. This is just the ending of Spaceballs.
Oh my God! Yeah!
It's just the ending of Spaceballs where Mel Brooks and Rick Moranis and George Weiner are all huddled against each other in the command center because they can't get to any of the pods. And like, one, have a nice day. Thank you! Yeah.
Nevermorphed is hosted, edited, and produced by Will Williams. Our theme music is The Chase by Joey Hendricks. Our title is by Eddie Feely, and this podcast would not exist without Mike Schubert's podcast, Potterless and the Newest Olympian. You can find his works at shub.es, that's shub.es. Nevermorphed is a proud member of Hug House Productions. You can find more at hughouse.productions and follow us on Tumblr at Nevermorphed. Get morphin'!